Welcome to Everyday English Podcast. Hello, and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark. We're so happy you're here with us today.
We really are. Our podcast is all about helping you use English in your daily life. We know starting out can feel a little scary sometimes, but we're here to help.
That's right. We talk slowly, we explain things clearly, and we practice together. No stress, just friendly conversation and useful English.
So, Mark, what are we talking about today? I think it's something many of our listeners might need.
We sure are. Today we are talking about how to make an appointment in English.
Perfect. An appointment, like for a doctor, a haircut, or maybe to see a teacher. It's such a useful skill. You know, I remember when I first moved to a new country, I was so nervous to call and make a dentist appointment.
Me too. I practiced the sentences in my head for maybe an hour before I called.
Exactly. So we want to make that easier for everyone. We'll go through the words and phrases you need, step by step.
And we'll give you lots of examples. You can listen and even repeat after us if you want. We'll make some sample phone calls right here.
Sounds great. Let's start with the very beginning. Why is it important to know how to make an appointment?
Well, it's a key part of life, right? We need to see doctors, we need haircuts, we might need to meet with a bank manager or a tutor. Doing this in a new language shows you are confident and it helps you get things done.
Absolutely. And the good news is you don't need perfect English. You just need a few clear phrases. People are usually very helpful when you are trying.
So let's imagine a situation. The most common one is probably a phone call. Anna, let's pretend you need to see a doctor. You're not feeling well.
Okay, I'm ready. I have a cold, maybe a sore throat.
All right. The first thing you need to do is greet the person and say what you want. It's very simple. You can say, "Hello, I'd like to make an appointment, please." Or, "Hi, I need to make an appointment."
Yes, both are perfect. I'd like is a little more formal and polite. I need is also very common. Let's say them together, listeners. Repeat after Mark.
"Hello, I'd like to make an appointment, please."
Hi, I need to make an appointment.
Great. Now, the person on the phone will probably ask you some questions. A very common question is, what is the appointment for?
Right, so you need to say why. You can say, it's for a checkup. That's a normal, regular doctor's visit. Or, I have a sore throat. Or, I need a haircut. Just a short, simple reason.
Let's practice that. Anna, you be the receptionist. I'll call.
Okay. Good morning, City Health Clinic. How can I help you?
"Hello, I'd like to make an appointment, please."
Certainly. What is the appointment for?
"I have a sore throat and a cough."
Perfect, Mark. Simple and clear.
Thanks. Now, the next big part is talking about time. This is often the trickiest part because you need to understand dates and times.
Don't worry, we'll practice a lot. The receptionist might ask, when would you like to come in? Or, do you have a preferred day or time?
And to answer, you can say things like, is anything available this Friday? Or, do you have any openings next week? The word opening or availability means a free time in their schedule.
You might also suggest a time. Could I come in on Monday afternoon? Or ask for their suggestion. What do you have available?
Let's continue our pretend call. Anna, you ask me about time.
I see. We have some times available. When would you like to come in?
Do you have anything on Thursday morning?
Let me check. Yes, we have a 10:30 a.m. opening. Does that work for you?
And here I can say, yes, that works. Or, yes, that's perfect. Or if it's not good, I can say, I'm sorry, I can't do 10:30. Do you have anything later?
Excellent. And then they will probably confirm the appointment. That means to say it again to make sure it's correct. They might say, okay, so I have you down for Thursday, March 10th at 10:30 a.m. Your name, please?
And you say your name clearly. My name is Mark Smith. They might ask for your date of birth or phone number. Date of birth means your birthday.
Then they will usually say thank you and remind you of something, like please arrive 10 minutes early, or please bring your ID card.
And you can finish the call politely by saying, "Thank you very much. Goodbye."
Okay, that was a great example for a doctor. But what about other appointments, like a haircut?
Oh, that's a fun one. It's very similar, but sometimes the language is a little more casual, especially at a small hair salon. You might call and say, "Hi, I was wondering if I could book a haircut." The phrase, "I was wondering if," is a very polite and soft way to ask for something.
I like that phrase. I was wondering if I could book an appointment for a haircut. Then they'll ask for the day and time, and also who you want to cut your hair, the stylist.
Right. They might ask, "Do you have a preferred stylist?" or "Who usually cuts your hair?" And you can say, "Anyone is fine," or "I'd like to see Sarah if she's available."
Let's do a quick example. Mark, you be the hair salon.
Hello, Sunshine Hair Salon. This is Mark speaking.
Hi, I was wondering if I could book a haircut.
Sure. When were you thinking of coming in?
Do you have anything tomorrow after 3 p.m.?
Let's see. Yes, we have a 3:30 with Emma. Would you like that?
Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
See? Nice and easy. And friendly.
Now, we should talk about changing or canceling an appointment. Life happens. Sometimes you can't go.
It's true, and it's very important to call and tell them you can't come. This is called canceling an appointment. If you want a different time, that's rescheduling.
The key here is to be polite and maybe give a short reason. You can say, "Hello, I need to cancel my appointment for tomorrow at 10:30." Or, "I'm sorry, but I need to reschedule my appointment."
They will understand. They might ask, "Would you like to schedule a new time?" And then you can make a new appointment.
Let's practice that one quickly. Mark, you call to cancel.
Hello, this is Mark Smith. I have an appointment today at 2 p.m., but I'm afraid I need to cancel it. I'm not feeling well.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Smith. Of course, I'll cancel that for you. Would you like to book a new time for next week?
Not right now, thank you. I'll call back next week to reschedule.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for letting us know.
And that's it. It feels much better to call than to just not go. That's called a no-show, and people don't like that.
Okay, we've covered a lot. Let's take a little break and talk about some tips and common mistakes.
Yes, great idea. Tip number 1, be prepared before you call. Have a pen and paper ready. Write down your name, your date of birth, and maybe the reason for the appointment. This helps if you feel nervous.
Tip number 2, don't be afraid to ask for clarification. If you don't understand, you can say, "Could you repeat that, please?" Or, "I'm sorry, did you say Tuesday or Thursday?" People will always help if you ask.
That is such an important tip. Now, a common mistake, saying the date. In British English, it's often day, month, year. In American English, it's month, day, year. So 05/07/2023 could be May 7th or July 5th.
That can be confusing. So to be very clear, you can say the date like this: Thursday, July the 5th, or July 5th. Saying the month first is usually safe.
Another common mistake is with the word meeting. An appointment is usually with one person providing a service, like a doctor, dentist, or hairdresser. A meeting is often for business with colleagues. So you make a doctor's appointment, but you have a business meeting.
Good point. And one more tip. Listen for key words. When you call, listen for words like available, opening, schedule, time slot, confirm, or cancel. If you know these words, you can follow the conversation better.
All right, listeners, now it's practice time. Let's recap and repeat the most important phrases together. We'll say them slowly. Please repeat after us.
To start the call, "Hello, I'd like to make an appointment, please." "Hi, I need to make an appointment."
To give a reason, it's for a checkup. I have a sore throat.
To talk about time, "Do you have anything available on Friday? Could I come in on Monday afternoon?"
To confirm, yes, that time works for me. That's perfect. Thank you.
To cancel or change, I need to cancel my appointment. I'm sorry, I need to reschedule.
And to be polite when you don't understand, could you repeat that, please? Did you say Tuesday or Thursday?
Wonderful. You are doing so well. Just listening and repeating is fantastic practice.
So, Anna, we've talked about doctors and haircuts. What's one more quick situation we can mention?
Maybe making an appointment to see your child's teacher at school? That's very common for parents. You might send an email or call the school office.
Good one. In that case, you might say, "Hello, I'm calling to schedule a parent-teacher conference with Miss Johnson, please." A little more formal, but the same idea.
Exactly. The phrases are your tools. You can use them in many different situations.
Well, listeners, we are almost at the end of our time today. I hope you feel a little more confident about making an appointment in English.
We hope so too. Remember, the most important thing is to try. Everyone understands that making a call in a new language can be difficult. Just speak slowly, use your polite words like please and thank you, and you will do great.
Absolutely. And you can listen to this episode again and again. Practice the phrases with a friend or even say them to yourself in the mirror.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Everyday English podcast. If you liked this episode, please tell a friend who is also learning English.
Yes, please. And if you can, subscribe to our channel wherever you listen to podcasts. It helps us a lot. You can also leave us a comment. We love to hear from you. Tell us, what kind of appointments do you need to make in English?
We read every comment, and we might even talk about your ideas in a future episode.
So, from both of us,
Keep practicing your English every day. You are doing an amazing job. Goodbye for now.